Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Mitchell Does Things. We're going to do something completely different this time around. We're going to be doing a theme park tour on the theme park I've been working on for about 9 months now, and it's been complete now for about a month. And if you want to play it, you can play it on the Steam Workshop, but I want to give you guys a full tour of the park and the little things you may miss out if you play the park yourself. I'm going to shut up now and let present me talk about it, and cue the titles and enjoy the video. So yeah, welcome back to the channel guys, and welcome to my baby. This is something I've been working on. Well, I was working on for about 9 months during lockdown, up until January of this year, and it's officially done. It's a theme park I've been working on in Planet Coaster. This is a perfect segue onto the next series on the channel. I'm planning on doing a Planet Coaster series alongside the City Skylines Improving Merseyside series, where we all create a theme park together with feedback and comments from you guys and just general suggestions. So I just want to take you on a tour of this park. I wouldn't say it's a proper theme park, but it's a themed amusement park essentially. The overall theme is like tropical adventure style-y thingy majiggy type of stuff. There's no overall theme to it, it's just tropical adventure-ish theme, and yeah, that's pretty much it. My apologies if it looks like crap zoomed out. That's just the game. It doesn't work well on this graphics card I got. I am planning on updating it, but the graphics card market right now is complete shite. But without further ado, let's crack on with it. I'm going to try doing this because I've had me today's Thursday as I'm recording this, and I had my COVID vaccine at 1 o'clock, and my left arm's hurting a little bit now. It's starting to ache a little bit. I can still do the daily tasks, well, I can still do stuff, just not as well. And unfortunately, it's the arm I use to pleasure myself with it, so it's a bit of a shame. This is the main entrance. This park was actually on Steam Workshop, but I've heavily modified it. It was like a start park. I'll try and find it and link it in the description, and let you go wild with it, because it was just this. If you go out, that island never used to be there. It used to just be connected to the mainland. That's been heavily altered. The overall outline of the island's been heavily altered as well, and yeah, everything's just been heavily changed compared to the base map. The only thing that I've not really touched are these ridges along here, and there. They were already in the map that the creator made. But we'll start off with the main entrance. I'm a bit mixed on the main entrance. I'm not the best person when it comes to Planet Coaster park entrances. Rides and that I am good at. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I reckon I could design a good roller coaster in this game. But I am pretty good. I like to make them realistic. So I'll touch upon that in a minute, actually, because certain roller coaster manufacturers have their own like personalities, if you like, when it comes to creating coasters. So let's say this is geeky, and I don't really care, but there's like, I know most of the manufacturers, most of the modern ones. So let's say for instance, Intamin are known to be a bit wild in their creations, so that's what I tried replicating here. So everything's a bit more intense than you would find on, say, a Bollinger Mabillard, I think I pronounced that right, or B&M for short. Whereas B&M are a bit more elegant in terms of like the intensity and stuff like that, even though they do make big rides alongside Intamin. And that's just, I'll touch upon that when I go around them. So the one you can see over there, that's actually a Gerstlauer style coaster. I'll touch upon that in a minute. But this is the main entrance. This is just in the base game, so, well, not the base game, but the DLC pack. So just use that, and it looks great. It looks quite nice. It suits it quite well. So I just went along with it. The main entrance I made it all myself, but it's pretty standard after me. It's pretty lazy. You got an ice cream shop. If you want to get a baguette, you can. If you want a coffee, there's a Street Fox coffee vendor there. Information booth there. Little merry-go-round. I mean, every park entrance has got like a merry-go-round or like a Ferris wheel. So I put the merry-go-round in for the carousel. That's it, the carousel. Donuts, souvenir stuff here and everything. And then we got like little food courts back here as well, so people can come and eat their food. A few bins dotted around. And yeah, it looks okay. It's not the best, it's not the worst, it looks okay, it looks passable. On the right hand side of the entrance, you got a rapids ride. I am not the best when it comes to the water rides in this game. The water rides in this game are quite... what's the word I'm looking for? Shit. Yeah, the water rides, they look realistic. They have a new water coaster now, which is quite good. However, you can't change the angle of the drops to a set angle, which is a bit horrible, because like you can adjust the angles on all the other rides. So everything on this ride here, or this roller coaster here, you can adjust manually, so you can do everything you want. You can go wild pretty much with the roller coaster creation. This is like a standard Schwarzkopf looping coaster, Sea Serpent it's called. A pretty intense these style of coasters, to be fair. May look simple, but they are quite intense. Over there, you got a Gerstlauer family launch coaster. I'm using that term quite loosely. Focuses on laterals, airtime, and a few passages and everything like that, really. And like I say, focuses on the family launch. Just shoots you straight up there. Incline launch. What more can I say? It's quite a good launch, to be fair. It's quite powerful. So yeah. Over there, we'll go anti-clockwise. Yeah, let's go anti-clockwise. Over there, I should have got a bit better with the theming on this, but on the next project, I plan on doing that. I like the way this came out though. This family mine train style thing we got going on. Gold Rush it's called. So yeah. I like the way this turned out. I've done all the landscaping on this myself. This is all manually done by me. It's a bit generic, the theme of it, and there's no real theme to it. It's just lots of trees, landscaping and that, but it's effective. It works well. That's my thing. If it works well and it's effective, then I'll work with it. And it's properly low there. I don't know how the path fits under. I mean, look at it. Fucking security just clips. You can easily touch the train when it goes past. Look. Obviously, you got the standard Ferris wheel, horse condor style thing. These are rare these days. You can't find these anywhere. And like I was on about, the Intamin style coasters are more intense. This is an Intamin mega coaster, El Diablo, and this is my favourite part of this. Hold on. Set lighting to PM. And then look at this. You may be thinking, what's that? A bar and nightclub. Right, I'm just going to pause it. You can probably hear the music. What I've done in this game is created nightlife. Yeah, it doesn't work. It's not functioning or anything like that. But I like to think of it if it would function. So, here we are. You got a little terrace here. People just chill out with. Smokers area. Bins are up there for some reason. I don't know. And then you go inside. Full-fledged. I shit you not, gentlemen. A full-fledged nightclub. It doesn't work. But you got like a dance floor down here. You got the sound system and everything. You got a little DJ booth in the corner as well. Overlooking the dance floor. And then you got the bar over there. Make love, not lag. My apologies for all the lag. It's a big park, and because it's a big park, it's very demanding. I could have done more work on it, but the thing is, the more detail that you put in, the more demanding it gets. Naturally, really, but yeah, I love this. This is my second favourite part of it. The first one we'll get to later. I tried doing a lighting package on some of the rides and that, but I gave up because the park's just that big and demanding. So yeah, if you want to, you can not. This is on the workshop, by the way, if you want to play around with it. So if you want to play around with it, you can, by all means. But because it's that demanding of a park and demanding of a game, I just gave up a bit and just left it as it was. But as I was touching upon earlier, the Intamin coasters are more intense, so this just fucking flies over this hill here. And it just flies throughout the layout. I mean, look, it just zooms through. And I'm not being funny, if you're on the back seat on this here, you're just getting fucking pulled over. You just don't get a chance, you just go freak by. And that's there just so the next train can go up. We got 3 trains on it. You could easily do 2. Because by the time that gets back, that one's only just gone down the drop, pretty much. But it goes around this mountain here. And it looks really nice, it actually looks really nice. These are fun. I've been on one in Ford Park and that's really fun. Up next we got a loosely themed Mexican area. Here's an SNS El Loco. Very steep drop on these. Short but snappy layout as well. And this happily runs about 3 or 4 trains, no problem. Probably get a few more on there. Got a breakdance here, Shake Sonora. I didn't make this. This scenery here, I did not make. I can't take credit for that. That was made by some guy on the workshop. I can't remember the name, but it'll be somewhere. You can find it. If you search it, you'll find it. You can find these as well on the workshop. These are great because, like, look at it here. You got a roller coaster down there in a pit. Now, this is very loosely based on one of my favourite coasters. Well, not one of my favourite roller coaster. It's by Intamin. This one's not. This is by Mack Rides. It's like a spin-off of Mack Rides. And yeah, my favourite coaster, in case you haven't gathered by the look of the layout, is Tallinn. Tallinn is a roller coaster in Phantasialand in Germany. If you want to see what that looks like, just Google it, well, just YouTube a POV. It's a nuts ride. It's just the theming of it. The theming's phenomenal, and the actual ride is so intense. I love it. It's just out of control. I absolutely love that. So yeah, this ride, I try and make it like a fun theme, and what else, and what have you. Basically, try making it a fun theme, and what have you, and have a fun layout. And it's just all about the pacing, intensity, airtime, and what have you. And look at the speed of it; just flies. Even during autosave, apparently. And it interacts with the buildings like it does in real life. Interacts with itself, interacts with the scenery. It's one of my favourite things. Here's an in-game hotel that I just installed because I couldn't be asked. Here's another one of my bars, just like a sports bar in Terrace. Snooker tables, and then inside, I don't think I've actually finished yet. I gave up on inside, but it's the same sort of thing. Same sort of thing as the nightclub. I haven't really named these areas. I just loosely themed them and just gave it a loose thing, really. Like I tried to with this, called this Stormy Bay, because these all have like stormy names. Like that's Twister, Typhoon, and then you got Vortex here. Typhoon being this blue roller coaster there. This is what I mean about B&M. This is a B&M style coaster. Not stupidly intense, not about the transitions or anything like that. Just meant to be smooth and quite graceful, which it is, but this one I like to say is a bit more snappier than usual. It goes quite fast through these corkscrews, so you see that now. They look really intense, no, not really intense, but they look quite intense. I'd enjoy to see what they're like in real life. then into the helix, and then into the brake run. Old school roundup ride. Over there, I love this area. This area turned out fantastic. I'd say this roller coaster right here, we're looking at Cobra, it's probably my favourite coaster in the park. It just looks so realistic, and the scenery on it and everything just looks spot on. I mean, I love the sign from the start. Look at it, it's a fucking snake's head. Yeah, so snake's head there. Inverted roller coaster, obviously. My apologies if it's lagging, and the frame rate drops, but it's just what it is. Took a bit of influence from two main roller coasters here. Both of them have ridden. Nemesis at Dalton Towers, you can see that from the way it goes around this turnaround into this dive loop. Let's go over it all a little bit, but it's actually the terrain heavily, is what I'm trying to insinuate. And then also Black Mamba at Fantasyland as well. And again, that interacts with the terrain as well, but it doesn't do this that Nemesis actually does. It just goes straight. I love it. It just, if you're on the back row for that, you just get whipped over, wouldn't you? The speed on this vertical loop as well is quite nuts. It just fucking flies over. And then this bit I like the look of. It just crosses over itself so nicely. Another little food court, because why not? These things are fun. So is this. These look like they'll kill you. That's Wipeout, Stinger, and there's a name this one, Venom. I call that Venom. I don't know why. It just suits the name. That's Talon. These are very rare, these rides. There's only one of them in the world, and I think it's in Canada, something like that. Could be wrong. Raw, I mean, every park and the fucking dad and the dog are getting the RMC. So, but it's only Natch that this park gets an RMC. Again, follows the terrain quite heavily at the beginning, also into the hillside towards the end. And yeah, it just focuses on transitions, airtime, inversions, and that's about it. It's just about the sheer intensity on these style coasters, to be fair. I've not been on one, there's only one of them. No, there's two of them, isn't there? I think there's one or two in Europe. Yeah, there's just two of them in Europe. Tell a lie, there's three. One of them's not a hybrid, which is this style one. The one I'm thinking of is the one in Sweden, in the zoo. Wildfire, I think. Carmarthen. That's the wooden one. Same company, but it's a wooden one. And then you got one in Belgium. No, not Belgium. In Holland. Wallaby, I think. And then you got one in Poland, I forget the name of. One in the park that adds a new coaster every 10 minutes. But yeah. Again, just focuses on sheer intensity, speed, pacing. That's what these rides are all about, really. Ride's called Raw, and opposite it, we got a rock bar. I love. This is my favourite one I've done. Apologies for the lingo, but I fucking love how this turned out. I've just got to show you it. It's just spectacular. It's just fucking. Ready, set, boom! Welcome to the rock bar. Yeah, man, I absolutely love this. So there's your bar there. You got speakers set up next to the bar. You got LEDs. You got up lighting. You got everything. You got pool tables. You got TVs for BT Sports. I've done little. I went on to Photoscape and done logos and artwork and shit for it. And when that got back admitted, and then you know, it's just one of them. And then on there again, same thing. We got a stage. We got a drum kit. We got. I was going to say a bass guitar, but I might be wrong. I'm not a massive instrument person. I am a DJ. Don't kill me. We got monitors. proper line array as well. You can't see it because it's too dark, but you can see the subwoofers there. You see the sub there. Yeah, you can see the line array there. Obviously the big guitar. You got Marshall amps, you got sax, you got your mics, and it just turned out so nice. You got an upstairs bit as well, and then on. Just look at it. I fucking love it, man. And then upstairs, same again, just like. We're gonna have to do stuff like this in the next one, or in my new series we're gonna do. Not too sure when we'll do it. Yeah, probably be next week. But yeah. And then we got like a little outside beer garden, which got like a little out here or there, and then we got 2 TVs. Probably stick a few up there, but I'm not that bothered. Speaker set up there. And yeah, it just turned out so nice. I absolutely love it. And then them guitars, I didn't make the guitars. I made the whole building. Didn't make the guitars or like didn't make the guitars on there. Didn't make the guitars in there. I just placed them all and just tried to make it look belting. And I think I've done that rather successfully, because I'm not gonna lie, if this park was real, I'd actually be in there every day. Like, well, not every day, but I sound like an alcoholic saying that. But if I stayed on site and there's obviously nightlife and that on, it'll be between this and probably Basement, the other club, which is by El Diablo. But you may have noticed something actually. All the high thrill rides are on the back half of the park. All the family rides, well, most of them, apart from the looping coaster at the front, most of them on the front are family rides. All the ones at the back are like thrill coasters and thrill rides. So yeah, that's what I tried aiming for. So a nice split, like dynamic. So you get all this for the families. They'll still enjoy themselves. I'll make sure of it. If not, they can fuck off. But yeah, I like it. I got a bit angry there. But yeah, this is the last section of the park I started working on. I got a bit lazy towards this bit, to be honest. I mean, we all do. I just didn't know what else to fill it out with. Little food bit here. We've got one of these in the UK. Blackpool's got one. It's okay. If it's windy out, they're fucking terrifying, because you control how much you flip your seat. And if it's a windy day and the wind's in the right direction, you don't have any control of how many times you flip. When you flip once, that's it. You're like a fucking... You're just gone. You still carry on spinning. These are really good fun rides. These GCI wooden coasters. Full of airtime on lateral G's and just so much fun. My favourite one is Joris and Jack. Or is it Joris? No, it's Joris and the Jack. I don't care. In Efteling. Efteling's a nice park. Been there twice. Easily one of my favourite parks in Europe. But it's not my favourite. My favourite overall theme park, if you're wondering, is Disneyland Paris. My favourite park in the UK, for nostalgic reasons, has to be Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But when it comes to like quality of rides, it would probably be Alton Towers. But the quality of, in terms of quality and quantity, is one of them. Alton Towers can be hit and miss, and so can Blackpool. But with Blackpool, you know what you're getting with your money. These are quite fun. These are very rare. Again, you have one of these in Efteling. Quite terrifying, because you just know you got this one fucking hench arm holding you up. Oh yeah, it got cable cars as well, take you from the family part up to buy El Diablo. This is the first coaster we put into the park. This is a spinning coaster by Morrison. and it just follows the terrain. It literally follows the terrain. I mean, look at it. I've opened the park once, like, just to see how many people fit in. Because I've upgraded my PC recently. I used to have an i5 4690K, 16GB of RAM, and what else? And obviously a different motherboard, and a different CPU cooler for that matter. But I've still got the same graphics card, so that's what I need to upgrade next. But right now I'm running an i5 10400F, and then I've also got 16GB of Crucial Ballistics DDR4 RAM and a new gigabyte motherboard. I'm still using the same pretty much the same hardware as last time, just with a different heart and different skin. You know? But yeah, I love these coasters are really fun. So much fun. Not stupidly intense, but so much fun. I've got a guilty pleasure for the one in Alton Towers. That's really good. I also love the one in Plantageland. I'm not going to spoil it, but all I'm going to say is if you do go to Plantageland and you ride them, don't read up about them. Or like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to spoil it. So if you don't want to spoil it, skip ahead by about 30 seconds. But they have like bounce track at the end of the ride. So what I mean by that is, you know, like you got a normal brake run here. When the car goes on the brakes drop and then bounce back up. It's fucking terrifying, but so much fun. And they also like tilt the track in different ways. So one side of them tilts like a seesaw, so it stops on the brakes and then tilts forward. And then one of them tilts to the side, so if you look at it this way, so let's say you look like that. Obviously it's straight there, it'll tilt to the right or to the left, either which way. And it shits you up because you don't expect it. It shit me up the first time I rode it. I was like, what the fuck? But it's really good fun. And then here we got our family coaster, Bumblebee. I mean, it looks like a perverse version of a bee. But yeah, it's a family coaster. I mean, let's be honest, it's just a family coaster. I like this. It turned out quite nice. Just a small little family coaster. But yeah, this is easily my favourite project I've ever done on Planet Coaster. For now. I'm planning on upping the ante a lot. I'm planning on doing a proper theme park. I've already got a few ideas in my head, but I don't know how I'm going to execute them. That's all I'm going to say. So when this video goes up and do the next City Skylines one, the next few comments that come up for this one, I'll take consideration into what we should build and what theme we should go for rides and bits of the park and whatever. But yeah, I've got all the DLCs, so the DLCs are no issue. I mean, I'm the biggest geek going when it comes to theme parks and that, so I'm not that bothered. So yeah, I got all the DLCs and that, so just tell me what themes I should go for and I'll look into it. Because I think we can knock this out the park. See what I did there. But no, I think we can knock it out the park in terms of what we can and I'll do, because I'm not going to toot my own horn. I've done a fucking good job here. I am really happy the way it turned out. But I'm going to just stop talking. Next video for the City Skyline series is going to be up on Saturday. This is going to be up tomorrow, which is Friday. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to follow me on social media, you can. You can find me on Instagram at MitchellDoesThings. You can find me on Twitter at JamesMitchDJ. And you can also find me on Facebook at MitchellDoesThings as well. But thanks for watching guys. Take care of yourselves. Wash your fucking hands. And I'll see you all later.